Making a little more now. Inhale, arms reach overhead. You all know this one. Exhale, two knees to your chest. Perhaps you're adding the pause. Now, in this soft variation of this, the pause won't be much of a big deal other than just a sense of arriving and really being in the moment. Later on down the road, the pause can lead you to a sense of deepening the work and building more strength. And if you can cultivate this habit on the mat, you'll be a little more present and mindful to the feedback your body's giving you, a little more focused, and you'll begin to learn the art of working more deeply in the practice, whether or not you're doing something challenging or soft. So I say to you a lot, it's not the big, hard, fancy poses that make your practice profound and deep. It's the noticing, the being quiet, the learning how to be okay in stillness that makes your practice profound and deep. If you're ready for more, same thing, add a head lift with a pause. How long the pause depends on how okay you are with the pause, how much you want to be in the pause. Fabulous. And again, another opportunity to deepen. In this one, you may want to add another pause. So it would be exhale, pause, lift. Inhale, reach one leg forward, pause. Exhale, pause, lift. Inhale, reach the other leg, pause. Now, say your neck is getting tired. Do the same knees to chest, arms down pause without the head lifting, and then do arms overhead, reach one leg forward with the pause without the head lifting. So if you're beginning to get a little tired from the lift, lose the lift, but make the legs deeper. The pause also illuminates if you have a tendency to kind of rock to one side or the other. So again, it's not really the worst thing in the world if you have a tendency to rock to one side. We all do, kind of. But it gives you a moment where you can anchor the pelvis so that you're not rocking to one side or the other. And then you start to work on stabilization, core stabilization, which in general is helpful for the lower back. Good. Now we're going to pause all together. Start with knees to chest, hands down. If you're ready for more, lift up, palms forward, reach. If you're ready for more, right leg reaches forward. More still, left leg meets right leg. If you've got both legs out, pull your right leg in, hold left leg out. If you've got one leg out, change to the left, hold here, or right foot meets left foot. Exhale, gather both knees to your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Good. Lower both feet down. So here is where you want even a little more clarity, because now we're going to lift the hips, and we don't have the feedback telling us if we're rocking to the right or to the left because our hips are up in the air. In the ab work, we had the feedback because everything was down on the mat. We could feel what we were doing. Inhale, arms overhead. Keep your hips down. I'm changing the breath here because I want to give us more core support. Exhale, arms down, hips lift. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms down, hips lift. Good. Inhale, arms overhead, pause. I want to change the arms to something that's a little more shoulder opening. So reach your arms straight up to the sky. Bring your elbows down to the floor so your hands are like a goalpost. Now we'll do inhale, hands reach back, elbows stay down. Exhale, hands come down, hips lift. So this is just a little deeper work for the shoulder joint and the shoulder stabilizers, your rotator cuff, etc. Inhale, butt down, goalpost, hands back. Exhale, butt lift, hands down. Now, you may or may not get your hands all the way to the earth on either one. For most of us, the hands coming down is the harder, the internal rotation. So don't force your hands to come all the way down. Just explore. Keep your elbows glued to the mat the whole time. This changes the shoulder work. The elbows on the floor changes the shoulder work. It makes it a little more specific right to the joint. Good. 3 more. Great. Keep your hips lifted, but reverse your arms. So now you're in the cactus arm. Hug an imaginary block between your legs and your ankles. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, lower heels. Now, as you lift, take a little pause. Notice if one hip is dropped more than the other. Exhale, lower heels. Inhale, lift hips, or lift heels rather. Take a little pause. Exhale, lower heels. You're going to feel some movement, obviously, of your hips, but see if you can keep it really quiet. Notice if your hands are tensing up in an effort to find this work in your lower body. Relax your shoulders, relax your wrists, relax your hands. 3 more of these. Last one. Lower everything down. Gather your right knee to your chest. Roll your ankle out. Go the other way. We're going to do, again, slow hamstring. We did it on Monday. Hold the back of your thigh. As you inhale, point and reach. Straighten your leg. Exhale, flex and bend. Inhale, point and reach. Exhale, flex and bend. Point, reach. Now, as you practice pointing your leg and reaching, you're turning on your quadricep because your foot is pointing, which gives you more intentionality around your knee. Exhale, flex and bend. So those of you with knee issues, this is a really pretty soft, easy way to build some strength around the joint in a situation that's not too taxing. 2 more. Inhale, point, reach. You really want to hug the muscles around your knee, above and below. And really the ones above are the ones that are easy to feel. Hold the pose. Point your foot. Squeeze around your kneecap, especially the top of your thigh, which you can feel. You might feel your outer calves coming in. That's another way to get the lower leg. And then go ahead, flex your foot, spread your toes. We're going to be here for a few breaths. Now, lightly anchor your left hip buttock area down into the earth. Don't change your right hip. It's anchoring down too, but make your right leg feel about 1 inch longer. Lower your hands by your hips. We're going to continue with this hamstring and knee work. You can make it also part of core work if you want to lift your head up. If you want your upper body to stay relaxed, keep your head down. Point leg down. Exhale, flex up. Point, reach down. Good, everybody, flex up. Point, reach, flex up. And we have 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your leg back up to the sky, lower your head down. Bring your hands, now let's bring the hands out wide. I think that'll just be a better position. Palms down. Now don't let your left hip move. Point your right leg to the right, straight leg. Don't let your left hip move. So only go as far as you can go without tipping. Flex your foot, come back to midline. That's the exhale. Inhale, point your foot, reach out, make your leg long. That firming around your knee idea would be great here. Exhale, center. Inhale, point out. Exhale, flex in. Inhale, point out, opening up the inner thigh, working core, working the hip. And it's 4. Try to relax your shoulders, and it's 3. And it's 2. Great. Lower your right foot. Take your left foot down into the left, leg long. Take your right ankle on top of your left ankle. If that's too deep on your right hip, uncross your ankles. Come back to the cactus arms. Exhale, turn your upper body to the left. Banana pose. Let your ankles relax. You can turn your head to the left. Deep breaths along your right side body. Really here to open up the psoas, the waistline, the right hip. You might even be feeling this in other places like your lower back. Keep relaxing your wrists and ankles. That'll help you fall into the pose. Deep, slow breaths, about 6 to 8 more. Especially on your exhales, notice if you're rushing and if you're allowing yourself to let go as deeply as you can. 3 more breaths. Good. Come back through center. Bend both knees. Left knee to chest. And slow circles of your ankle, opening up the ankle joint. The other way. Great. Take your hands to the back of your thigh. Let your shoulders relax. Inhale, point straight. Remember the work of the knee. Exhale, flex, bend. Now it's subtle work, but anytime you've got a joint issue, one of the general rules of thumb is to work all the muscles surrounding the joint. That way you don't have to really know exactly what you have to do. You're not going to hurt yourself by doing that. You're going to strengthen all the support muscles around the joint. If it's a ligament or a tendon thing, you're not going to know that. The only time you know that is if it's in real pain. So working the muscles will then in turn help support the ligaments and the tendons that are deeper underneath. Good. Next time, your leg long, we're holding. Firm the quad, best of your ability, and then go ahead, keep that idea as you flex your foot, which will stretch the calf and the hamstring more efficiently. Anchor your right hip down, anchor your left hip down, but make your left leg feel 1 inch longer. Okay, little more work for the hip and the abs and the knee. Hands down, head down. It's going to be a little softer. Lifting up is going to give you a little more abdominal work. Point down, long leg. Exhale, flex up. Point down, long leg. Exhale. Point and lift. And point and lift. 3, 2, and 1. Come back through the same thing. Anchor your right hip. You don't want any wobbles on the right. Point your left foot. Inhale, open out. It's not going to go as far. Some of you are really flexible. You could really go far. I'm not letting you go far today. Exhale. Or in this position, I'm not. We're anchoring the right hip so you can't take your leg all the way out without tipping over. So you want to really anchor, which will then create core stabilization while we work and open the inner thigh. 4 more. So you'll want to go further, most of you, and your right hip will preclude you from that. 3, I'm giving us a boundary. 2, and 1. Great. Come back through center. Take your right leg to the right. Take your left leg long, ankle on top or foot by foot. Cactus your arms, goalpost your arms, and then just do a little inchworm to the right so that you're in a side fold. Turn your head to the right. I'm not turning because I want to be clear talking. And then your job in this position, and I know it's a little challenging sometimes in the beginning of a practice to go into something that's more restorative and yin, but let yourself have this time to notice where you could do less. And remember, in 5 minutes, you'll be thinking, oh, I wish I were back there doing less. So enjoy it while you got it. Let go a little bit more. Final 3 breaths here. Come back through center first, upper body, exhale, and then allow your left foot to swing out to the side. Reach your arms wide. This is called pentacle pose. It's the yin version of a shavasana. Deep breaths in